Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Battleship 321 Plus Nacho with my third take of this review of Mastermind Creations Optus Nox, also known as Nemesis Prime, and someone in my TikTok comments called him Optus Pexus. I don't know why, but that's funny. Anywho. So this is him in his robot mode. Again, like I said, third take. Because my camera keeps wanting to fall over. Here he is in his robot mode. It is a really cool robot mode. You've seen it all over my channel and on my TikTok. And he is my most used figure in TikTok because he is so poseable. So expressive. I love using this figure. So, all in all, he's put together very well. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. He's put together really well. He has a lot of articulation. His hands, fully articulatable. His shoulders. He can put arms up like that. You can have him down. You can kind of do the whole... Can he do the strongman pose? Let's take a look. Okay, his abdomen, so he actually works. Yep, he can. He can do the pose. Okay, that is actually kind of cool. Back into his normal mode. Or his normal pose. His head is on a ball joint. So he can do a full 360. Tilt his head side to side. He can look up. He can look down. He does have a bit of this neck bit right here. Just have this little bit of neck right here. That's mainly for transformation, but if you would like to use it for transformation purposes, go right ahead. It'll be your die. Do whatever you wish. He does have a double-jointed elbow. Double-jointed elbow. Very quiet elbow, I might add. Very sturdy, very firm movement. So it's not loose, it's not too tight. But it's good. It's pretty good. Now the hands are fully articulatable. He has joints on the... Come on, camera, focus. Focus, camera. Please. Please focus. Please focus. Please focus. There we go. His hands are fully articulatable. He has a double hinge on the base of each finger. He has a hinge at each knuckle. So you can have him have his hands play like that. He can backhand slap someone. He can even do the whole 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And yeah, bring this up. His thumb is on a hinge and ball joint, so you can rotate. You can rotate this. You can rotate at the hinge. whatever you wish. And something that I did funny on one of my TED Talks, one of my videos, is have him, because he can, because of his fully articulable hands, he can do this. He can fully on flip someone off. That is funny. And also, yes, he can give you a good old jolly thumbs up. And he does have a waist articulation, which doubles in transformation. He has a bit of an ab crunch. His arms can rotate at the upper forearm. Also, I love the molded detail they put in this guy. So it's not 360, but it's you're gonna get more than enough. You have a rotation at the you have a hinge here at the shoulder. Which is also going to be used for transformation. So all in all, that is pretty much articulation. No, well, yeah, legs. He's got legs. You can move these little skirt pieces out of the way to make him, you know, that actually holds quite well. You can, yeah, these joints right here, the ones right here, are ratcheted. Little gnaws. So you can do splits like that, but if you want them to do like that, you can have them do splits like that. That's the same for both legs. Yeah, come on. Come on! Come on! Shouldn't be having this much trouble. Come on. Look at the camera, you fool. So for accessories, he does have some neat accessories. These bits here are accessories. They just tab in. Don't tab in too securely, but you know, I mean, they're not to the point where they're gonna fall off or anything. But they are at a pretty decent. They're in there pretty decently. But if you try fussing with it, like with the hands or the arms too much, and your hand goes to this, or try to push on the barrel, it is gonna pop out. But it's fairly good when it comes to ooh shit. Sorry, I had to stretch there for a second. For articulation. What was I saying? Oh yeah, anyway. Right, I was on with accessories, right. I don't know where it is, but he does come with a cloak. That's awesome. And I do have his alternate head on, which is his fully complete head. He does come packaged with a, like, half that faceplate. Oop. God damn it. Half that faceplate is gone to show, like, a really angry, screaming Nemesis. But I like this head, so I kept this head on. Because it's more complete, it's more nice, it's more, I don't know. It's friendly. He does come with two of these rifles. And for transformation and storage, they do collapse. Come on. Alright, fine. I'll do this. Yoink. Because I can get more detail doing that. Yeah, just let it droop. Just have a lot of really cool detail on this blaster. Also on the inside as well. I might paint that silver. You just have this nice, like, cowling over the barrel molded detail. I do like that. Going to where the chamber would be. It's nice. And these are done in some really nice black plastic. It's not painted, this actual molded plastic. Some really good detail on the grip there. Grip A even has the little trigger. Look at that. That's cute. And it does collapse, so just push in the handle and collapse in the barrel. And there you go. For storage on the figure, zoop. Come on. Stay, you fool. Jesus Christ. On these back bits here, you can articulate these little fender bits. You do have these ports right here. These two ports, but you're going to need this. No. Yes? No. Yes? I don't know. Will this work? Oh, okay, that works. Okay, so forget what I just said. This slot right here on the top of the gun. If I can fracking get my camera to focus. Please focus. See that right there? That is going to go over this peg right here. Now, since I'm predominant. God damn it! Stop falling out of my hand. All right. Whew. Okay. And because I am right-handed, I'm going to make Nemesis a righty. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put this hole over this tab right here. Take that as you will. Now with that, I'm going to have him have a little bit of a shoulder cannon, if you so wish. Because I like shoulder cannons. Shoulder cannons are fun. I like over-the-shoulder cannons. And if I had the second one, he could have this on both sides, which would look awesome. And you can just, you know, put him back just for a little bit of storage. Just give him a little more kibble, but, you know, it's not too bad. It's a cannon, for Christ's sake. Do you not want a cannon on the over-the-shoulder to blast cons with? Bit of a sleight of hand. I'm just seeing this guy in a bar right now. It's just like at a table playing cards. Then someone tries to pull out a blaster. Boom. Gun. That would be fun. And also, what he has as well are these two. Come on. Come on. Get off. Get off. There we go. Are these two ports right here. And that is for this piece right here. And what this piece does, see these two clips right here? Those two, goddamn, why does this have to be so blurry? You can see these two clips in there go into these two ports in the back here. And what this does is essentially allow for storage of this accessory. A really nice crimson blade. Now, Mastermind Creations really loves this sword for their Optimus Prime figures. Or for some of their Prime figures. This one has a gap in it in the hilt. And what that allows for is, same with the gun, is that there is a tab in the hand. That you can have this one for completely splayed out when you put it on. For the gun, you kind of have to have the fingers kind of like curled in like that. But for this one, you can have them fully splayed out if you wish. What you do is, because there's a tab Right there on the hand. Ooh. Let's tab that in right there. Gotta fix the camera, or phone in this case. I use my phone for all my freaking videos. Curl the fingers around. If you wish, rotate the thumb. Okay, fine. I guess the thumb ain't being rotated. Okay, fine. Screw you too. So there he is. He can hold his sword. To get ready to bring the pain. All right. Now, back to the original. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to actually remember to actually do this. Pop this into here. Right, see, it just pops into place. Like so. Like a glove. And that allows this sword to be slid right into here. And to allow him to hold, or to carry, his sword around. So he has storage for both his guns and his sword in robot mode. Which is really handy. I do like some good nope, whoa, some good storage. There we go. Jesus Christ, I blanked out on the word. So anyway, let's get down to the painful transformation. Shall we? Here we go. So we're going to take off these for this. Curl up the fingers into fists. Rotate the forearms 90 degrees and collapse them in as much as you can. And there you have one arm done. Repeat the process on the opposite hand. Rotate, collapse. And there you are. And now, pull the body apart. Because this is on a double hinge. And this is on a swivel. On a double swivel. Okay. On a double swivel. What you want to do, just to get it ready, is to turn it 180 degrees. And you also want to take this off. Because this will not help you in transformation. This will actually hinder a bit of the transformation. That will come later. Okay. So what you can also do, take these wheels out. Remember to swing up the fenders. Because we're going to need that later. And to bring up his spine, bring that out. Bring that back, and that will allow for the head to have enough clearance to be into that little area right there. And I'm going to give you a little more detail because I don't know what the fuck is going on with camera focus. Alright, so that's like that. Bring the top up. Yeah. And you also want to bring you want to bring this up. Because the thing with this, it tabs in here. And I forgot to show that. Oop, my bad. So what we want to do is bring these up a little bit on these double swivel. Or double hinge. and bring them up. And what's going to happen, like it just happened, is these ports right here are going to go over these tabs right there. Or should. Keyword should. Oh yeah, also at the same time, simultaneously, there is a port right there on the inside of the arm that's going to go into that tab right there as well. Put those together and rotate the fist. This is going to be important. Rotate the fist and make sure the thumb is in. That will be important later. So repeat the process on the mirroring side. Bring the hinge up, bring it around, and tab in. Bring the thumb into this. Rotate the wrist. And there is the top section all finished. No, wait, no, not yet. I forgot a critical part. All right, you see these wheels? We tabbed in like so. Bring the fender forward and bring it up. What's going to happen is these ports are going to go into this slot right here. And simultaneously, this port is going to go into this slot right here. Kind of fun on the camera. Yes. Tab, because it untabbed itself. Bring this in and bring that up. Bring the fender back a little bit. I said bring the fender back a little bit. I said bring the fender... What the hell? Oh, this is up all the way. Is it? Is this up all the way? No, it's not. Hold on. You see most of my hand for that time. Okay, what the... Is this not articulated all the way? Pretty sure I have it all the way. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay. I misjudged where the tab and port was. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hopefully with less mistakes. Go tab in. There you go. Tab in. Push up. And tab in. There we go. All right. Now the top end is all done. Now to focus on prepping the legs. Oh my god. Okay, so you're going to bring these little hip skirts, you're going to bring them up, and if I can, flip them in. Yeah. That's good. 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 Alright. So you want to split the legs open. Split the legs. Make sure this is flipped up. That's going to help. I'm going to bring this foot up on its double hinge. Bring it all the way up. Just start shimmying it up. There you go. And push it in. Push it in, push it. That was much smoother than the last two takes. That is maddeningly helpful. And also kind of spooky. Last two takes, that was not cooperating. Which makes me concerned. So we untab. Sit on tab. Wow, you're strong. Untab. There you go. I just untabbed you. For like 2 tries. Alright, yep. Flip that little bit right there. Shimmy the foot up. Come on, shimmy the foot. There we go. And bring this bring this in. See, this is a problem I've been having earlier. You see how this is? This has a little bit right here that you don't know about. That a lot of people don't know about. This little bit right here. Not this bit, the bit inside here. This thing has two pieces. So what helps is if I were to start shimmying. There we go. Yeah. Start shimmying that knee joint. So it works. Okay. So something I learned on camera is how to get that to actually work. Now, what the hell is going on here? What's going on next? Okay. What's going to go on next? So these are going to tab together. There are, yep, there's a tab right there. It's going to go into this slot right there. And by extension, the tab up here is going to that slot right in there. If I can get these two to mirror each other, that'd be great. If I can play matchmaker. Come on. Let's play matchmaker here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Gotta make sure this is all straight, too. Alright, so. Here comes the tricky part. You have to get these fists into these little gaps right here. And also, get these two tabs in here into these two slots right there. So to make sure everything is all completely extended for this to actually work. Just to, right, that. Alright, that's that all tabbed in now. Gonna get these hands into the knee guard. We have to kinda untab them a little bit to get them to fit. Make sure all the fingers get in too. That's also a very big trick. Oh, is it? Is it the okay, so I might have been wrong about the thumb. The thumb's supposed to go on the side. Maybe. Let's get the other one. Come on! Come on! Get up there! Come on! There you go. Jesus. Pain in the ass. At least it's a pain in the ass for right now because I'm choosing to do this. Okay. So. Bring it in. Hold on. Was I right about the thumb? The thumb, yeah, the thumb actually did need going. Okay, I'm stupid. Yes, so I was right about the thumb. I was right about the thumb. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, because believe it or not, ladies do watch my channel. I look at the analytics. Most of you are male, but some of you are female, which I'm surprised. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Come on, get in there. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. That's as in as they're gonna... Did you just... Last take, this did not tab in all the way. What the hell? See, a lot of things work a lot better when it's on camera. So there he is in his brick mode. He's rolling brick. It does roll fairly well. And for comparison, here he is with Legacy Knockout. He's a decent size. If you guys seen some of my videos, you will know that he is he's a decent size. I do have Mastermind Creations, their take on Overlord, and their take on a Nova Prime. which have both featured on my TikTok. And I think Bikes is on YouTube, because I post my TikToks here on YouTube Shorts, just so I have some content here on YouTube. Right now, I'm in the process of transforming our good friend, Steve. It shouldn't take too long. So, guys, I do have a lot of content on TikTok, especially lately, because I have been showing support for the Destiny community, which I find a really big thing. I was able to rally the support of the Star Trek community, I think. I don't know if there were any other Star Trek fans out there that were helping out with that chose to support to show their support for the Destiny community. Because yeah, they're going through something right now, and I don't know if I started it, but I think I rallied the Star Trek community. It's like, what the it's awesome. I was even seeing No Man's Sky in there too. So here is with, well, back to the review. Here he is with Steve. Our good buddy, Steve. So as you can see, about maybe double the length of an old deluxe. And about 2/3 length of a normal deluxe. I did forget to show all this in robot mode, but he is about twice the height of a current deluxe. So I'm gonna get this motherfucker back into his robot mode. So yeah, I'm gonna do this on camera, but I'm gonna keep talking, and you guys can look at our good buddy Steve. And I guess him too. Steve and Captain Asshole here. Come on. Come on. Stay. Thank you. I can look at Commander Asshole while I behind the camera, transform this dude as quickly as possible. Which is just a bunch of untabbing, now that I look at it. Come on. Alright. So, here's the deal that I've been thinking of with you guys. Every 100 subscribers I get, I'll do a third-party figure. And that would include, yes, that would include Overlord. He is a big boy. That's going to be great. And also, if I can get this to actually tab in correctly. There we go. So yeah, I'm thinking every 100 subscribers, I do a third-party figure. I got Overlord, I got Nova Prime, I got Deadlock. I have an Optimus Prime. What third partiers do I have that I know about off the top of my head? I did have a Diatlas from Iron Factory, but he has some issues. I think I gave him the wrong sword. Yeah, I gave him the Arthur sword, a third party made last night Excalibur. You know that one sword that Cade used? Yeah, I had that. Then I put it in Dietless' hands, tried to take it out of his hands, and broke the handle. So that's my bad. So yeah, that is my bad. But I do have Lancelot, the axe, and Merlin, the staff. One of the big plot points in that movie. And I currently have the scepter right here. It's a really cool looking scepter. And my third party Optimus is currently holding the axe. The full axe, I might add. And this is getting really... Okay, this is just annoying. I'm trying to slide the hip pieces forward, which is not being as cooperative. There it is. Come on. Get in position. I'm almost done, guys. Almost done. Gotta pop these on his forearms. Try to find entertainment. Entertain. That is my job. Entertain and serve, I suppose. Is that even... Hold on. Is that even all the way... Or is he not completely extended? Oh, it wasn't completely extended. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. Hold up. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you... Okay, never mind. Okay. I thought it was real... Okay, never mind. Whew. That was close. That was very close. So, it's back to half zoom. Wait a minute. So, that kind of does it for... Hold on. I'm going to put his accessories on for the final closing shot. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do it on camera. Because my phone does this weird thing where if I pause the recording for too long, it'll just decide to, like, because I pause the recording, I don't stop the recording, because I don't know how to edit. So I pause the recording rather than stopping it. It's kind of why I transformed this dude back into his robot mode on camera. So I can, you know, actually transform him. Come on. My phone does not like to stand up straight on the stand it's on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Alright, so if I can do that. Do that. Alright, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Whew, this was a big one. This is the 100+ subscriber special I promised in the last last week's video. When I did our good old buddy Steve here. So yeah, this is a really cool figure. Highly articulate, highly posable, and he comes with some pretty damn good accessories. Comes with 2 blasters, his sword, this alternate head that you're currently seeing on screen now. He comes packaged with a screaming face. Pretty much half of this faceplate is broken, and you can see a screaming mouth. And I think that's with red eyes? Or maybe it's with purple eyes. I don't know. It might be with purple eyes. Anywho. It's a very posable articulate figure. It comes with, though, these forearm guns here. It comes with 2 of these rifles. A cloak, a sword, and the clip that can hold the sword on his back. And Mastermind Creations really likes that sword mold because they gave one to Seraphic Promenade. See, no, they gave 2 of these to Seraphic Promenade. This blue one and an orange one, which is fun. I did get mine off of Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if Mastermind Creations still has him on there or not. But I believe you can still find him on maybe try TF Safari or eBay. Good luck on eBay, though. Jesus Christ. But, again, he's a pretty penny already on Big Bad Toy Store. He's probably going to even be more so on the secondary market. So, like I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this deal with you. Every 100 subs, I'll do another third-party figure. Every week, every Wednesday, should be every Wednesday, I'm going to do a mainline. Every Wednesday, it's going to be a mainline figure. Last week was good buddy Steve here. And I want next week to be either your choice of Gigawatt or, let me get her real quick, or as I transform her now, because I like her beast mode. I do. I like avian modes. Don't know why. I just do. Especially dragons. Dragons, they're gonna be the hard one to get into, get a third party out of. Granted, some people did do Transmetal Megatron. That is a dragon. Or a mix between a T-Rex and a dragon. And so, once I collapse her torso in. Come on, collapse! Collapse! I said collapse! Why would you collapse like I want you to? Part of a transformation is that you have to collapse the freaking torso. Which is hilariously frustrating. I'll get that tabbed in. Rotate that, tab that in. Or at least tab it as best I can. That in there, that like that. This tabbed in. Come on, tab in. You're supposed to tab in. Fine, don't tab in. Fine, be that way. Fine, be that way. Don't tab in. So like I said, or either Gigawatt or our good buddy. No, I already did Steve. Or Rise of the Beast Air Razor. Yeah. One of these two is going to be your pick for next week. Comment down below who you'd like to see. And I'll catch you guys next week. Or back on TikTok. One of the two. This has been Battleship 321. And our review of our... Is he our mascot? He's probably our mascot at this point. Our mascot, Nemesis Prime. By Mastermind Creations. I am your host, Battleship 321. And I'll catch you guys next time.